Hey guys, James here. Today I'm going to be giving you a review on this new bradder by Makita. I'm going to keep it pretty open, pretty honest here, and I'll tell you straight off the bat before we get into it, for me, this one's a bit of a bust. Sorry Makita, I've got to be open and honest in my reviews, and you won't see me using this one on the job site only because I took it out. I tried to use it on some of the jobs, but it was just so slow, so cumbersome, and so heavy that I just reverted back to the PAS load every time. So, what did I like about it? Just the fact that it's electric. What didn't I like about it? I'll run through some of that with you now. Okay, so getting right into it. What didn't I like about it? Unfortunately, it was to do with the nails. The first thing I noticed when I went to get this thing out was that it didn't take ND size nails. It only takes what we call C-brads. On this side here, they're what we call C-brads. They're probably about nails about 1 millimeter thick. And on this side, these are what we call ND brads. And they're twice the thickness, so they're probably about 2 millimeters thick. They're a lot more durable, a lot more solid than these thinner gauge ones. So the fact that it didn't take that ND nail straight away was just a bad design for me. Like I rang the rep and said, look, how do we change this nozzle out? And they said, no, it only takes the C-brads. So for me, that was a big loss straight away. And the reason, I'll show you, again on the PAS load, you'll see here, the thing I love about this design, so basically you just flip that up, nozzle comes out, and then they've got the C-brad nozzle adapter, pops in, flips over, ready to go. Simple as that. So then moving on, well let's try out the C-brads that I've got. They're 65 millimeters. Now open this up, cartridge is a little bit weird to use as well. I go to put the 65 brads in, they don't even fit in the gun. They only take up to 50 mil. These ones, if it's in the PAS load, look at that. Slide straight in, you're ready to go. The next size down I had in the C-brads were these little 38s. Oh sorry, 28s I think they are. So you pop them in, close it up, and then it's ready to go. Now in testing this out, this thing was so slow. I couldn't get over how long it would take to sort of fire up again before you're ready for the next nail. Again, I rang the rep and said, look, what can we do? He said there should be a button at the bottom that changes it from slow nailing to fast nailing. After a little bit of mucking around, I found it down the bottom here. Well, at least I think this is what it is. Switch between that single nail button and the double nail button. And I'll show you how it goes. All right, so here it's electric and it's every now and again a bit of a stop start. That wasn't too bad. Let's see that compared to the PAS load. A lot faster. Again, there's a couple of times where that one misfires, and it's the same as the other one. They both misfired a couple of times. But for me, the speed that you get out of that is a lot better. Yeah, for something just seems so slow with that other one. I just couldn't get over how slow it was. Here's the other function up here. I think you can switch it between that 1 nail to the 2 nail, which is like a bump feature, and I think that does speed it up a little bit. Yeah, so switching it between the 1 nail to the 2 nails, it gives it the bump feature, which is a little bit faster, but still it just, I don't know, something doesn't feel right about it. Okay, so there's the gun being used. So I don't know what it is, but it just seems very slow. To me, what they call the bump feature doesn't really feel like a true bump feature, just because I guess it's the electric, you feel the piston being pulled back. It's like nail, nail, it's not really that fast. Look, maybe I'm being picky, and maybe this would be perfect for the person that's just doing a odd nailing, but for a contractor that probably wants to, fire off some skirting pretty fast. For me, I don't know, probably not the best. The biggest thing, like I said, for me was the fact that you couldn't change the nozzle on the top to take ND nails, and the fact that it didn't take the bigger 65mm nails. And the other thing that really felt awkward about it was probably just the weight of it. It feels very bottom heavy, very square down at the base here, where you got to get into tight spots. Just too bulky at the base for me. All right. So there you have it. Like I said, sorry Makita. I know there's probably some Makita fanboys out there that probably gonna say they love it, it's great, but for me, just didn't like it, just a bit of a bust. The fact that, I do a few reviews for Makita, the guys drop the tools out, the sales rep guys, they don't let a lot of the reviewers keep the tools themselves, so they don't come new in the box. I can't tell you any more about the features, about what power it has, how many watts it is, or anything other than what's on the battery just here, unless I look it up online. So again, not hanging on Makita, but it probably would be better if they did provide the tools to the guys doing the reviews, so we can actually see a little bit more about them and test them out, because it is hard when I do a review and I give the tool back to Makita, and I get a comment on the YouTube channel, and someone will ask, you know, how many nails can you get out of something, or how deep does it cut, or how long can you use it for? And sometimes I can't actually answer those questions honestly because I still don't have the tool. So there you have it. Alright guys, bit of a somber one today, but like I said, I've got to be honest and tell you how I think it's performed. Alright, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, like or subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.